I don't trust you. Your wife shouldn't trust you. Divorce. Hey guys, welcome back to Chaotic Commentary. Today we ask ourselves the age-old question, am I the asshole? Let's get into it. Am I the asshole for telling my girlfriend she should give up on seafood because I'm allergic to it? I, 27 male, am allergic to seafood. Unfortunately, my 25 female girlfriend adores it. Ever since we got together, about 3 years, she's made an effort to eat it as less as possible, which I appreciate. However, I wish she'd completely stop, to be honest. The other day, she went out with her friends at a restaurant. When she got back home, I tried to kiss her, but she stopped me and told me she just ate seafood. I got a bit disappointed because I was looking forward to spending time together with her, and I told her as much. And then I said that maybe it would be better if she gave up on seafood altogether. I know she likes it, but sometimes it could be an inconvenience to me, and I feel like she should be willing to give up on such a small thing for us. She got upset by my request and said that she loves me, but she's sorry because she's not giving up on eating it, and that lowering the amount of time she does was already enough. Her family eats seafood often, and she grew up eating a lot of it, so I kind of get why it would be hard for her to give up on it. But I think that if she cared enough, she'd be willing to do it. So am I the asshole? I feel like as long as she's making sure like she doesn't kiss you or anything after, so until the seafood residue is gone, I don't see why. She's not eating in the house, she's not bringing it, she's not kissing you while she's making sure not to do all that. So why can't she just enjoy her food? Commenter says, I'm allergic to fish and seafood. No, I'm allergic to eggs and fish and seafood and still manage to make love and have babies with my husband. Compromise is a thing, OP. You're the asshole and have your head stuck up it. As long as she's not bringing it into the house, kissing you with it, the residue still in her mouth, what are you upset about? Because you didn't get to kiss her one time? Because she had just ate seafood? She's protecting your life by not allowing you to kiss her. Let her have her seafood. As long as she's not forcing it down your throat. Leave her alone. She doesn't have to give up seafood for you. And y'all been together 3 years. Am I the asshole for letting my mother have a copy of the key to our new home despite my wife's objection? Yes. Right off the bat, yes. Yes. Sounds like enmeshment to me. But let's read your story and see. Situation. I, male 34, recently bought a 1-story house. Note that it was purchased solely by me. My wife did not help save for it. I started saving for it before I even met her, and it's in my name. But if you're married, that still doesn't make it not her house. I don't get people who are a married couple and still saying, mine, mine, mine. I guess if you want to have separate finances, sure, but she lives there too, and I mean, if she's helping pay bills and probably taxes and whatnot, why are people like this? When my parents threw us a party for this happy occasion, Mom asked for a copy of the key in case of an emergency. I let her have it, which made my wife upset. She didn't say anything at the time, but she waited till we were alone and started arguing with me, saying I shouldn't have let my mother have a copy of the key. I said, why? Since my mother is known to respect privacy and is a very trusted member of the family. She said that she does not feel comfortable with the idea of someone else who's not a resident to have a copy of the key. She also brought up how my mother didn't pay a penny towards the house, so this should disqualify her from getting the key. I said it was not a big deal, but she kept persisting, saying I need to take the key back. Quite frankly, this had me fuming. I pointed out that I'm the only one who bought the house and that it's my decision to decide who gets to have a copy of the key. End of story. She screamed at me, saying that technically she did contribute to the house savings back when she used to pay our rent and daily expenses while I saved money. Right. What you... Just because the money technically didn't go into the savings account, if she was paying the rent and utilities and stuff while you were saving money, she was contributing. If she wasn't paying that, she would not have been able to save the money for the house. Selfish. Ugh, I don't like you. I told her that she was acting as if I put my mom's name on the title, which is ridiculous, but she said that I have no respect for her opinions and keep undermining her input. Why your wife name not on the title? I don't trust you. Because if y'all married, and whether or not you say, oh, you bought the house, the house is solely in your name, never, if you're married, yeah, I mean, I guess you could have things that are in your name, but if this is your family home that you plan to grow old with and love each other forever in, why her name not on it? Because you best believe, if I'm buying a house with my significant other, my name going on it. I don't care. My name is on it. Period. We've been going back and forth on it since then. She's now letting me know that if I don't take the key back, then she'll do it herself. I think she's being irrational and unreasonable, acting like that over a copy of the house key. This decision I made could save us in case of an emergency, but she keeps downplaying it. ETA. I think it's crucial to mention that there's no conflict between my mother and wife. They're on near perfect terms, all right? I think I've already established that above. It doesn't matter. If it's her house, she still should get a. I mean, you say it's not her house. What the hell ever. If she lives there, she still should get a say in who has a key or not. I don't know. The whole key thing aside, the fact that you keep trying to say this is not her house because she didn't put any money toward it and saving for it, that part just there makes you the asshole. Because what the hell? Top comment. You're the asshole. And that is why you can't trust no one when it comes to money. You played your wife. Exactly. You probably told her that you would save for a shared home and that's why she should support you and pay your share of the rent. Now she didn't contribute a penny to your house. Your house. She gets no say, but your mom does? You're the asshole. Right. That's so horrible of you to say she didn't contribute. How long was she paying rent and expenses? Because if it was long enough for you to save it for a house, that's a lot of money that she was paying for rent and expenses that you weren't paying so you could save. Whether or not it was your money you made from your job, if she was paying rent and expenses, that's her house too. You're an asshole. I don't trust you. Your wife shouldn't trust you. Divorce. Okay, let me not be dramatic and say divorce, but I don't know. I feel like this might end up in divorce. Okay, so someone replied to that comment. I'm a bit confused as to how OP can admit that his wife paid rent while he put his savings toward a house, then go back and say his wife didn't contribute. Exactly. There's a lot of unanswered questions here. Does he really not understand that if she wasn't paying the entirety of the rent, then he would not have been able to save as much? How long was she paying rent and how much did he have in savings before she started doing that? What was the actual agreement there? And on that note, why is the wife not making a bigger deal out of not having her name on the house? Did she agree to it for some reason that benefits her? Is this actually a bigger deal to her than OP is letting on, and that's why she's so resistant to the idea of his mom getting a key? Does he pull the "it's my house" thing often? I feel like OP left out a huge chunk of the story here. Right, I feel like something is too late. That right there, I'm gonna go back on what I said about divorce. Yes, divorce, because if he's already pulling the "it's my house" thing and y'all married, how many more times he gonna pull that when you do something he don't agree with? It's my house. Am I the asshole for telling my fiance's family that he's unemployed after they kept implying that I was a gold digger? So, my fiance, male, 33, comes from a well-off family. I, 29, female, come from a working class family. My fiance's family are nice, but they can't help throwing comments at me about how I might be a gold digger. For example, if he buys me something, they'll go, "Oh, Jason bought you that? You know what this looks like, right?" And or, "Wait, Jason paid for this?" Only gold diggers make their partners pay for stuff all the time. Just saying. I don't like y'all already. I hate this notion that if a woman expects her husband to buy her things, she's a gold digger. There's nothing wrong with wanting gifts. If the sole reason you're with him is so he buys you things, sure. But if y'all love each other, what's wrong with expecting a gift from your husband? Or what's wrong with a husband supporting his wife? Why are these days it's so wrong for a man to be the breadwinner without also saying oh, she must be a gold digger? I don't get society these days. Nothing wrong with being an independent woman, but also nothing wrong with being a cared for woman, in my honest opinion. It depends on what you want to do and what he wants to do. If he's cool taking care of her, why is it y'all business? Leave people alone. Stay out of people's relationships. It's so demeaning and my fiance does nothing to stop it, especially now that he's in a bad place after he lost his job. And since he's keeping it secret, then I'm the one paying for everything. This has been going on for 4 months. So you paying for everything and he's still letting him call you a gold digger? Don't marry him. Last week, his parents invited us for dinner and he insisted that we go, so we went. At the dinner table, his mom grabbed my hand, literally while I was eating, rude, and looked at my bracelet and went, "Oh, this bracelet looks really nice. Did Jason pay for it?" I nodded and reminded her that he bought it for me as a birthday gift last year. She was like, wonder how much it cost. Lady, I almost called you something else. She then leaned back and said, I remember when my brother was dating this gold digger woman. She received expensive stuff like this, pointing at the bracelet, here for her birthdays. What's wrong with getting your girlfriend a bracelet for her birthday? That don't make her a gold digger. Y'all are so weird. I was stunned. I cut her off and asked if she meant to say that I was a gold digger. She threw her hands up and went, "I mean, if the shoe fits," while laughing awkwardly. Silence took over. I looked at my fiance and he shook his head at me like, "What?" I snapped. I told her it was bold of her to imply that I was a gold digger when I'm literally providing for her unemployed son. Have been for 4 months now. They all looked shocked. She glared at me in shock, and his dad asked if it was true. My fiance just froze but looked so angry. An argument ensued, and dinner was cut short, and we had to leave after they started berating him. That's what he get. Sitting here letting people talk bad about about you, not even your girlfriend, your fiance. He had a rage fit in the car, just yelling and lashing out at me. In my defense, I said that he sat by and let his mom continually imply that I was a gold digger, but he said that they never outright called me a gold digger, so it was all in my head. An implication is enough. He said I still had no right to take advantage of his unfortunate circumstance to get back at his mom and expose him to the family. His parents went on about how disappointed they were, and now as a result, he got disinvited from Thanksgiving. He blew up at me because of it this morning and kept saying I screwed him over so badly when he was just an innocent bystander. There's no such thing as an innocent bystander. Y'all really be trying it. If you see some stuff going down, somebody, especially like a person that you're supposed to care for and love, you see them she was being berated and called a gold digger, and you innocently stood by and didn't defend her. Innocent bystander, my behind. And your family seems very toxic and judgmental themselves for like, why would they disinvite you for Thanksgiving for not having a job? Your family got issues. First comment, not the asshole. I think you should uninvite your fiance from your wedding, right? Don't marry this man. I wish there was an update saying that we not engaged no more. Don't marry this man. He don't have your back. He's willing to lie to his family for months to protect his reputation. He's going to be willing to lie to you. And this won't be the last time he blames you for the faults and actions of himself and others. Exactly. This man does not have your back. Please don't marry this man. Am I the asshole for calling the cops when my father lent out my car? My female 32, father 56, lives with me. After my mom passed away a few years ago, he had trouble dealing with life and I tried to help him out. I had a spare room and said he could stay there. My siblings and I cleaned up my parents' house and we rented it out with his 100% agreement. The money covers the mortgage and lets him contribute to my household budget for food and utilities. And he has a little money every month so he doesn't have to go into his savings or retirement funds. He could go back to work, but he hasn't. I'm not a mental health professional, but he won't go to one either. I think he is just depressed, but I cannot make that diagnosis. I work from home and only occasionally meet clients for lunches or at their workplaces, so my car usually sits for days on end. My father got the idea that I really didn't need a car for myself, and when my aunt's car broke down, he started letting her borrow mine without my permission. I told him that if he wants to lend out a car, he should lend out his. He drives a very nice full-size truck. He says that my aunt is uncomfortable driving it. I said that I didn't care and that I needed my vehicle to be available. He said that family helps family. That don't mean you go lending out somebody's car without their permission. You didn't ask. Maybe you actually wouldn't have minded. I said my car was mine and not to be lent out. I spoke with my aunt and told her to stop asking for my car. He decided to test my patience. He trapped me in the garage with his truck and left the house one day that he knew I had a meeting. I had to Uber to the meeting. I was almost late. I was absolutely livid. When I got home, his car was still there, but my car was gone. My aunt had needed it for appointments. I'm halfway about to say kick your daddy out your house because, sir, no respect. People always respect your elders when your elders don't even respect you. I told him it's time for him to move out. I just said kick him out. He isn't just inconveniencing me now. He is actively sabotaging my job. He cried that he was sorry and wouldn't do it again. I gave him one last chance. There were no problems until yesterday. He lent out my car so my aunt could visit her kid. He had a key made. Sir, what is wrong with you? I saw that my car was missing and did not even ask. I called and reported it stolen. Good. Technically it is. You can't just go making copies of people's keys and give them away. The hell? It was stolen because she asked you to stop. So therefore, if you lent it out, you stole it. My car has a tracker in it because it's not paid off. It was easy to find. I, in the morning, had turned off my phone and gone shopping. I was unavailable when everyone started calling me to tell the cops that my aunt has permission to take my car. No, I'm not going to tell them anything. I feel bad for wasting the cops' time, and my family says my aunt was traumatized. My dad is moving in with her now. Good, go live with her. Let her borrow your car. Both of them are in fault because one, she talked to the aunt, told the aunt she didn't want her borrowing her car no more. And two, she talked to her daddy and told her daddy stop letting her car out. Yet both of y'all still participating in this, therefore both of y'all at fault I did drop the charges and clear everything up, but my family is still mad at me. I am mostly mad at my father, but my aunt bore the brunt. I mean, yeah, your aunt did get the most of it, but she was at fault too because you asked her, you called her and said, stop borrowing my freaking car. And she didn't. So therefore, both of them are at fault. I swear, people have audacity. Stop it. Well, that's it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Tell me down in the comments what you thought about these Am I the Asshole stories. Which one was your favorite and did you agree with whether or not they were the asshole? As always, thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Bye.